Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
I love how Paul ends all of his letters greeting people and sending love to everyone he's written to from all the people he was with. It reminds us that these Bible books were real letters from real people to real people. In the letter to the Colossians, Paul sends greetings from his fellow workers, Luke and Demas, and asks that they send greetings to Laodicea when they share their letter with them, and that the Colossians read the letter to the Laodiceans. But just as you think he's winding up, he throws in almost a postscript. Oh, and tell Archippus, be sure you fully obey what God has told you to do. Carry it through to the end. Then he closes. That's it. Nothing else. We don't know who Archippus was, what God had called him to do, or anything. But we know he needed his church behind him in order to do it. Maybe Archippus had become discouraged in a ministry he'd been given. Maybe he thought, Lord, I've tried, but this just isn't working out. I don't see any fruit. Maybe I misunderstood you. It seems I've been working so hard for nothing. Maybe Archippus had already said, I give up, and quit. He needed his church family's backing. He needed their encouragement and support, or he would not fulfill what the Lord had told him to do. Can you imagine how Archippus felt when he heard those words from Paul? Paul wasn't telling him directly, get out there, fulfill your ministry. No, he was telling the church, Archippus needs your support. God has given him a tough ministry. Unless you recognize his need and verbally encourage him, he's not going to get it done. Archippus may have been one of their pastors, but he could also have been just a church member that God called to a specific ministry. Paul mentioned him as a fellow soldier in the church in Philemon's house. Of course, our pastors need our support and encouragement, but really anyone who's in charge of any ministry, whether affiliated with the church or part of the community, should receive the full support and encouragement of individual church members. We should thank them, praise their efforts, come alongside them, give financially to their ministries, and help them as much as possible. Perhaps you are an Archippus today. You need encouragement, whether to start a new thing that God has given you to do or to persevere in a ministry you've been discouraged about. As Paul says of Archippus, the ministry you are doing is from the Lord. You were personally appointed to do it by royal command of God. It's not just a duty, but an honor to be used by the Lord, whether that ministry be small, touching only a few, or widespread, reaching thousands. I'm talking to myself as much as you, my dear Archippus-type friend. Whatever you've been called to do it, and continue in it with all your heart. Do it for the Lord, not for man. Do it with enthusiasm and excellence. Do it out of a love for God and a love for those He's sent you to serve.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.